Ephesians 3, verse 17. It says that Christ may dwell in your hearts by faith, that you, being rooted and grounded in love. That's a powerful key. I told you when we come to the Agape meetings, we've not come to a doctrine. We've come to the one power, the one force, the one thing that can give us assurance beyond any doctrine you've ever had. He says that you being rooted and grounded in love. There is no other thing that the scriptures exhort you to be rooted and grounded in. And I told you, here he deals with you as though you are a tree. The life of a tree depends on where it is rooted. The nourishment of a tree, the fruitfulness of a tree, the longevity of the tree, the health of the tree depends on where it is what? Rooted and grounded. Why? Because where it is rooted and grounded is where it gets its nourishment to stay alive, its nourishment to bear fruit, its nourishment to overcome. Anything could happen. The winds could blow, the storms could come. Everything could happen to a tree. But when a tree is grounded in the right place, in strong ground with firm roots, and he tells us from Genesis to Revelation, one thing he tells us to be rooted in. Rooted and grounded in love. Getting our nourishment from there. Getting our sustenance from there. Getting our strength from there. Pastor Andrew, the roots of a tree are never on the surface. If they were on the surface, one, it would dry. But if miraculously it doesn't dry, when the wind blows, it will fall. Are you following me? So you see, Apostle Joseph, the ground does not only feed the tree, but it actually holds the tree. Somebody missed this, and I want you to get it. When the winds are blowing and that tree goes and it comes, there's one thing underneath holding its roots and saying you are not going anywhere. Because you see, help me Lord, before the storm, the ground was feeding the tree. And all the tree thought is that I'm here to be fed by the ground. And that's the primary function of the ground, to feed and to nourish the tree. But those are in peaceful times. Please don't miss me here. Those are in peaceful times. Tree is fed and sustained, nourished by the ground. But anybody will tell that tree, I tell you, brother, there are stormy days. There are rainy days. There are days of trouble, days of winds, days of storms, days of hurricanes. What will you do? How will you stand? And that's when the ground manifests itself beyond just the nourishment. The ground holds those roots of that tree. That thing goes this side and the ground is holding it. Goes this side and the ground is holding it. When the wind has knocked itself out, that tree comes back standing straight because the ground was underneath, holding its roots. And God tells us that you being rooted and grounded in love, meaning love does not only nourish you and cherish you and feed you, but in that day of trouble, when everything is falling apart, when everybody is failing, when others are taken under by the economy, breaking marriages, curses, evils, the love of God says, I will not let you. It may blow you to the left, blow you to the right. When it is over, you will still be standing because you are rooted and grounded in me. I am love. I'll hold your roots. I am your assurance that you will not fall when others are falling. You will not fail when others are failing. That's why he said love never fails. Beloved, he never said that storms will not come. He never said trouble will not come. He never said evil will not come. He said it will come. But when it is over, all those weapons fashioned against you, none of them will uproot you. None of them shall prosper. None of them will take you under. Why? Because you are rooted and grounded and held together by my love. My love will never let you go. My love will never abandon you. My love will never forsake you. I'll hold your roots in the worst of days. This is our assurance, beloved. I don't care what doctrine you've had. I don't care what's my 10 steps to success you had. I'm giving you one key, one thing. God would have to repent if his love failed you. God would have to apologize if his love failed you. That's why he told me, give them nothing else. Give them my love. I know. And I'm thinking, I've been a preacher for so many years. I've preached agape for 3 years. But I've been a preacher for him. I said, Lord, he said, you preached a good message, son. I've always been a preacher of the finished work and the cross. He told me, now, everything you've preached before, I want to take you to the root of it. Love. He said, tell them how much I love them. And they will never fail. They can never fail. They will never be defeated, because my love never fails. Rooted and grounded in love.